What's up guys, welcome to this video, and on this video we are going to do an update of the first rental I bought in Oklahoma City. Most of you saw that I considered it a dumpster fire. In fact, I bet you even considered it a dumpster fire. Well, we are done with the remodel. I want to show you the remodel, but also walk through some numbers so you yourself can start buying rentals virtually. Check it out. What's up guys, welcome back. My name is Justin Colby. This is my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I am going through all things business, real estate, and entrepreneurship. On this video, I want you to check out a property I bought virtually that I've never actually walked into. In fact, I haven't even gone to the state of Oklahoma. And on previous video, I showed you all about this property. As a matter of fact, I actually know there will be a link somewhere on this video to show you to go watch that video first. But that being said, this video I'm going to show you the completed project. I talked to you guys about how most of you would consider this to be a dumpster fire project and how you would be wondering, why in the hell are you buying this, Justin? Well, now you are going to be able to see the entire remodel project. I'm going to break down some numbers with you guys, and I'm going to show you why I actually invested in this property. Alright, so now as you are seeing, this property is absolutely beautiful. It's really unbelievable and astonishing to me that you can take a home that was built in the 1930s, looking the way it was looking, and turn it into this. This property is absolutely livable. In fact, quite honestly, we probably overdid the remodel. This quite literally is going to be the nicest home on the block. Now, I'm not flipping this because the numbers don't make sense to do a flip. I'm keeping it in my portfolio. Now, what most people are thinking of is, what are the numbers, Justin? Why are you deciding to buy rentals in a state you've never been in, let alone properties you've never been in? Well, let's dissect some of the numbers. I bought this property for $20,000, including a couple closing costs, rounded up to $21,500 with some closing costs. Now, I brought in 3 different contractors to give me bids on the rehab. Now, that's the smart way to do it. So take a step back. I advise all people buying either a rehab or even a rental project, if you don't have your go-to contractor like I do here in Phoenix, I would encourage you to have 3 different contractors walk the property, give you a real bid. On previous videos, I talk to you and show you what a good bid looks like. So make sure you go back and watch some of those videos. As a matter of fact, if you like this already, smash the like buttons. The YouTube gods really favor that. In fact, I always need more subscribers. Make sure you subscribe. Now, that being said, let's get back to the numbers. So I brought in $21,500 in this property. I then brought 3 contractors in to give me line item bids, and I picked not the cheapest one, the best one. This contractor was the fastest to deliver the line item bid, as well as was the middle point in terms of cost. It was not the cheapest, it also was not the highest. In fact, the contractor was incredibly great with engagement. One thing I hate is when contractors, or anyone for that matter, all of a sudden kind of are hard to get a hold of, hard to get on the phone or answer any questions. This person was engaged all the way through, and that's because he's a professional. He understands he's trying to get a client, and so he really was on point the whole process through, and that really gave me a comfortable feel when I decided to give him the contract. Now let's talk about that. I did give him an actual contractor agreement that he had to sign off on. What that really means is, once I approved the bid, and the bid came in at $53,000, which is higher than I thought going into purchasing this property, but it is what it is, and I will learn a great, and I did learn a great lesson here, understanding that we likely over remodeled this home. Now, that being said, I sent him the contractor agreement that line items A, the actual entire cost of the remodel, B, when the payments are and for how much, C, that he agrees to all terms, and D, that he is going to complete the job on time or before. Otherwise, he is going to have a per diem charged against him. Meaning, if he delays this project, he's going to have $100 a day taken out of that ultimate top line number, and that drastically affects his bottom line. Lastly, part of that contractor agreement is the idea that if he is going to make changes or he needs something different, any changes at all, he has to come through me first. If he has a finding, something is gone wrong, something is up, he has to come to me first to get approval, and that is also in the agreement. Now, he then immediately signed off. The second I sent it to him, he signed it. Again, I love that, very responsive, and quite literally was simply waiting on me to start the rehab. Now, the project took under 45 days. I gave him 45 days to complete it. He did it in 39 days. And for that, I actually give him a bonus because I want jobs to be done on time, but not just on time, actually a couple days before. So just like I give him a per diem if he's over, I actually give him a bonus if he is early. Now, I bought the home for $20,000. I put $53,000 into it. So let's round that up to just an even $75,000 because of closing costs and some miscellaneous costs. The home itself hasn't been appraised yet, but would likely appraise about $85,000. So if you're like me, and if you are listening to any of my other YouTube videos, you will know I advise everyone to be all into their rental properties for 75% of the ARV appraisal number. Let's do some quick math on my phone. 75% of 85,000 is $63,000. I should have been all in, purchase price and rehab for $63,000. Guess what? I went way over on the rehab. Now, some of that was because the house actually really needed it. Some of it was because I actually didn't, think through exactly what could be a good rental there. And the other part of it is my contractor is just awesome. So this has been a learning curve. Remember, this is my first rental property I bought in Oklahoma City. And so some of this is a learning curve. I now doing a rehab that I'm not going anywhere near a $53,000 rehab cost. In fact, I'm in the mid 30s because I don't have to have brand new cabinets, brand new counters, brand new everything. I actually can paint some of this stuff, such as the cabinets, and actually just put Formica on the countertops instead of granite. And I save myself $3,000 by simply doing that. So I've already learned a good lesson that has already saved me some money on my second remodel, specifically my second remodel of my second rental property, which, by the way, stay tuned. We'll do a before and after video on those too. Now, so let's get back to the point, which is I am well over budget when it comes to buying a good rental in the sense of 75% of ARV. Now, again, if you're asking why do I want 75% of ARV, it's because that tends to be the amount the banks will come in and refi back out. Now, I bought the house cash, so the bank has to come in and refi out my cash. The most they typically will refi out is 75%, which is $63,000 and some change, which means I'm going to leave roughly $12,000 into this rental property. Now, while that's not a lot of money and I'll get my money back very quickly, well within a year based around the rents in the area, I still would have preferred to be a lot closer to that $63,000 number, so all of my money could have come back, because the more money I keep in my pocket, the more I'm able to buy rentals. Side note, this is why wholesaling is so great. If you've ever wanted to start wholesaling, thinking of wholesaling, or want to know more about it, I'm happy to coach you. I'm happy to lend my hand and actually coach you. Just go to the Science of Flipping, fill out the form on the Science of Flipping, and I personally will coach you every single week on how to start and grow a wholesaling business. With that plug actually over, I want to go back into some of the numbers. Now the ARV is going to be 85. I'm into it for 63. I'm into it for 75. The bank will give me back 63. So I'm going to leave in $12,000 or so. Now the rents are going to be roughly $800 to $850 a month. Now again, it's not yet rented. We just completed the remodel, but those are going to be the numbers. Now based around the loan that I'm going to be getting, roughly is going to be $400 a month for my mortgage payment, give or take. Again, we haven't gone through the loan process, but that's an estimation. That being said, we're going to be bringing home $400 a month in actual profit. Now, if I just refill my pockets for the $12,000 I'm out, it's going to take me roughly 3 years to recoup the $12,000, give or take, just under 3 years to recoup that investment. From that point moving forward, all of that money is absolutely going into my pocket. Now here's the real secret, which I'll continue to talk about as you start to build wealth and build rentals, is you have the ability to continue to buy down debt, but then to continue to have higher and higher purchase power. Now remember, the bank basically came in at a 75% of ARV, which means I have 25% of equity. If I continue to buy these homes and leave 25% of equity, and I get up to, I'd like to buy 2 to 4 rental properties every single month for the remainder of the year, and I get up to 20 homes, there's a lot of equity that banks will start to lend against. This is the big secret, and maybe it's not a secret, but something you absolutely need to know. If I have, let's just say, 20 rental properties, all with 25% equity, a bank might give me a $250,000 line of credit lent against all of my equity in my properties, and I can just keep buying more. It'll simply help me expeditiously, big word of the day, actually buy more properties. So again, the numbers work out pretty good. I made big mistake was I just overdid the rehab. I wish I could have kept it about $12,000 lighter, but all in all, I couldn't be happier with how beautiful this home came out. The market in the area absolutely looks better because of it. I bought a really dumpster fire looking home, and now in large part I could be the best looking home in the area. I love that. The rents work out, the money works out. I'm just going to keep doing this 2 to 4 times a month. If you want me to help you do that, just go to thescienceflipping.com, fill out the quick form, and I'm happy to help you build out a wholesaling business so you can take that cash, put it in rentals, and become wealthy. This is this episode. If you like this, make sure you smash the like button and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And for everyone else, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.